Oh my God. We're not live, are we?
Yeah, we are.
Oh.
Nobody's
Okay.
in yet.
Okay, I'm gonna have to blow out your bathroom.
Yeah, no problem.
Give me about 10-15 minutes, and after
Yep.
about another 35-40 before you go in yourself afterwards.
Yeah, that's fine.
Whew. Oh, I'm good. I'm feeling better than I did 2 minutes ago.
All right, we are live. Live with the Z-Man. We just had a dinner. Hello, Ronnie. Hello, Mew. How you doing? I hope you're fully recovered from your grievous assault and battery. Hi, Judy. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Dave. Right off the bat, I want to give a big shout out to chiming in for her very extremely generous donation. Hey, Deborah, how are you? Hey, Desert Queen, how are you? Ronnie, good to see you. Yeah, I'm
just
very...
letting the food settle. Give me a second,
yeah,
folks.
if you let the food settle, please
Boy.
hit the thumbs up. Deborah Langley, I hope you're doing well, sweetie. Yeah, well, it's not late, honey. It's about 8 o'clock here, but hey, Cindy, how are you? You know, I try to work around Mr. Z's schedule, and these are long days, so like tonight we didn't really get going till about 7:15 or so,
Yeah.
but it's all good. All right. Who was that gentleman fixing lights? It was me. Hey, Ted, how are you?
All right, let's go.
Yeah, here, look what Tom Space said. My friend in Vegas says the flooding was exaggerated. That's exactly what Mr.
Exactly.
Zing said.
I saw a thing on YouTube that
Hey,
a
hippie.
video also that made it look like the whole town was underwater.
Thank you, 71. That's why I love that, because anything for views and to get to
Yeah,
build things up.
that's what
It's
it
like the
was.
hurricane for Florida, right? This
Yeah.
is going to be the storm of the century. Come
Who's
on,
clickbait
man.
shit? As far as
I'm sorry,
concerned.
Deborah. You were going to write me and tell me what's going on, honey. So, Reno flood. Well, the people went up for the Burning Man, and it was very... Usually they're roasting up there, but the weather's been kooky.
Can you roll the window down? I got that
Yeah.
stupid rippling from the... Okay, I just want to make... Yeah, I can't get across here. It's like median. We'll go this way. You know what? Why don't we do that? Well, anyway, I'll talk about that later. I don't kick the cat out of the bag.
Just make sure it is what I think it is over there.
This is the one you're talking about right here, though, right?
Now,
Do you want to do that, though?
with this rumble.
Oh, yeah, check it out. But would that interest you?
No, I don't know. I have to see what it looks like to look it up online.
Yeah, I'll do that. Hey, you can't beat the you can't beat it. Anything in here is going to be awesome.
No, it's like a rumble box. I don't know. It's closed, whatever it is. It's out of business. Hey, James, how are you? Yeah, thank you. Bird is taking... Oh, good. Yeah, I wanted to make sure it gets the mail in and all that. Stream going down the street somewhere, national news. I'm not sure what that means, RJ. How you doing, Amanda?
Hey,
Glad to see
Amanda.
you, James. Yeah, another very busy day. And, my legs are catching up to me, my ladder legs here. So
Okay.
we didn't have anything. Nothing got smashed today. That's the good news. You just never know. No, Mr. Z's not sick. He just did.
Yeah, I was getting the meat sweats from that big ass burger.
We
Just
had a
like,
huge burger and
I'm good now.
slammed the Guinness at the end of it.
Yeah.
So normally you don't ever want to slam
Plus,
a
I had
Guinness.
I had the two sodas also.
Right.
That kind of.
Hey, Elizabeth, how are you? There's the Z-Man. We'll work him through it. He's all right.
I'm good. It's settling, so we're good.
His presence is going to be short. He's got to get up at 4 o'clock tomorrow. It's a big crane day tomorrow. You got to hit the road, and
do a little travel.
guys
tomorrow.
like him don't grow on trees, so you got to get him out on the job site. So he'll be doing that tomorrow. Somebody's got to keep this earth
More
going
like
together.
a mushroom.
Yeah. I saw a stream going down the street. I thought the stream was in Nevada. Nah, I don't. It was bad when I
Well,
came.
it was.
I'm
It
not
was.
gonna,
It was localized.
Hey,
though.
look, it was. I'm not going to BS you. It was worrisome. There were a lot of Teslas that were blown up. There were a lot of cars that were flooded out. You just have to, you can't drive through.
You don't
what
drive
looks
through
like
standing
deep
water
water.
or moving, especially if it's moving. If it's moving, you don't go near it, man.
But some people think that the water's only an inch or so deep, and it's...
But the thing out here, too, that people that don't realize is that when it does flood like that, there's a lot of debris that's brought out with
Yes.
it. Rocks, and that could be in the water that you're going to go shooting through thinking
Right.
you're a hot shot. And they hit a big-ass rock.
And then people always want to test their vehicle.
Yeah.
I'm Johnny Badass. Watch me go through the water. Especially people with lifted trucks.
Then we're going to watch you on the news getting a helicopter lifted out of there.
Well, they want to splash people. on
Yeah.
the
They think
curb
it's
and all this
funny and
stuff.
shit. Yeah. Anyways.
AP2E. P2E was right on. He said you probably only need 2 of those LED bulbs to give the equivalent power of the 4 fluorescents. So we're all pretty much leveled up, and I'm working in the main church tomorrow. Lucky I didn't smash anything. Oh my goodness, today I have such PTSD from that chandelier. My hands were sweaty. Hey Olive, how are you? There's Mr. Z.
Hey, Olive.
So we're just gonna hang out, and Mr. Z can head out whenever he feels comfortable, and I'll just keep the hangout going for a while. I'm just grateful he comes from a good distance to come down here and just hang out. It's great.
Hoo-yah.
So I must be worth it.
You're a distraction.
Hey Joni, we're going back to the timeshare. How you doing, Joni? Why these people walk their dog right up the middle of the median? I mean, how do they have?
You know, you get people out here. I don't get this. They walk in the street when there's a good sidewalk.
It's like an 18-inch wide median.
They're running
and
in the
you're walking
street.
a dog up the median.
People here, I don't get them. I don't understand the whole why you got to be in the street if you're walking or running. What's up with that?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm working pretty hard, but it's a good balance between, it's projects have been keeping me busy, Joni. I never imagined I'd have to do so much rewiring on so many fixtures. V2E will tell you when you crack and you see those double ballasts on there, you know it's going to be a little long. And man, I'll tell you, P2E, those things run about 160, 170 degrees.
Oh yeah, that's
Wow, are they hot?
And
And all you're doing is running heaters in that place.
the AC has got a
I was
compensate
telling
for that
Father,
summer.
all you're doing is running like 20 heaters in here all the time. Every bit of heat you feel is inefficiency. Yeah, but it's a pain in the butt, you know, PT. I don't like repetitive wiring. I like, doing traveler wires, and I don't like to just do repetitive stuff. Finally made it out of Burning Man. Were you at Burning Man, Jamie? Mr. Z, what did you do? You lifted, what did you do today?
I just did some little stuff. It was just setting
they were
everything
oil
up as
ballasts
far
for
as,
sure. These were real old school. These were really old school. At least 45 years old. Double ballast. And it's bad. Because the ballast could only do 2 bulbs. So you got 2 ballasts per fixture. I'm going to tell you why nobody checked the weather, Olive, because nobody predicted this thing that blew up. That's why. Because nobody predicted. When I looked up the weather, and I look up every day when I'm coming to Vegas, there was no pop-up. It's the monsoon. Anything can happen at any time.
Yeah.
So it caught people off guard.
It was just a sustained
all of a sudden you look at the radar. Yeah, the girl was happy to get her ice cream. Yes, she was. It's a sad sight down there. I'll tell you guys, it's heartbreaking to see young people racked up at 18, 19 years old. Their brains are never going to be right again.
No, damaged.
And all you can do is see them, just give them an ice cream and sit them down and just write a little bit of kindness. It is sad. Our parents survived Woodstock. How you doing, Cheryl? Cheryl's like, these people are wimpy. Our parents survived Woodstock.
Right?
What's up, Bobby? Bobby, don't forget next Wednesday's the baseball game.
Hey, Bobby.
We have the Sugarland Space Cowboys coming to Sacramento to play the River Cats. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know P2E. It's just a pain in the sack. But I got it all done.
This must be in the
Bobby, I
front
already
row.
told you we have a baseball. We have the Sacramento River Cats. You were just drinking yourself to oblivion on your Boy Scout camping trip, so you forgot it. Next Tuesday, we have a baseball game with the boss and John. Next Wednesday. Okay? So we're going to Sacramento. Thanks again, Mr. Z.
Yeah, hell yeah. Thanks for your dinners, too. Shit. It's a two-way street.
So, Bobby, get yourself together. Sacramento. Yeah, we got the River Cats game coming up.
I can button my pants again now.
You can button your
It's moved
drawers. Yes, you can button your drawers now. So you can see. Do you want to just walk around a second?
Yeah,
Just
okay,
I'll show you guys around a little bit here. No, it's not an overnight. It's just a day tripper. We'll walk around a little bit. Well, Bobby's got stuff. He has lunch dates and stuff with people he worked with and stuff. I try to give as much heads up as I can. So they have overflow parking over here. And I think, didn't the first time I stay in this building in the back?
That one, yeah, right there.
Yeah. So we'll have a good time, Bobby, because if we didn't catch that game, it's all over. The season's done.
Like to catch it, guys. That would be awesome.
Yep. Area. Yeah, Mr. Z's all right. He has permission to use the toilet there.
I don't need to now. It moved. I'm good.
His inner bowel moved. He's okay now.
All that beef going
I
through
wonder
my
where
system.
Callie is. I think they have picnic. Yeah, I think the picnic tables are over here. Oh, we had a huge burger tonight. These are some big buildings, though. But I never get the sense, I've never ridden the elevator with anybody else the whole time I've been here.
Really?
Never.
Well, I've been a couple of they're always
I mean,
nice,
the elevators here are
They're
so
here, they're not
efficient.
pretty much a slum. Pretty much.
So here's the picnic area here. And then over here is the pool. I think it's closed for the night now. I don't know. This is like the kiddie pool. But a lot of people use these barbecue. I guess these are gas. I guess it's off, I don't know. I want to give a big shout out to chiming in. They're very, very generous donation today. I appreciate that for the
Gas still.
Oh, there's no gas?
Unless
It's probably hardwired.
Wired into the ground.
Yeah, it's probably hardwired in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you to call them weeks ago. I think it's, you know, a lot of people stay here, but I've never had the feeling like I'm cramped.
No.
Right? It's
Well,
not
so
like
many
the
buildings, everybody's spread out a little bit, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. It's talking on my ass. Well, there we go. It's better.
Yeah, relieve the pressure. You can imagine they had to do a lot of selling to hump out these timeshares.
Right. Timeshares already have bad rep.
Yeah. This is where I stayed the first time. I think actually, that's exactly where it was over
We
there.
were just to the left of the elevator,
Yeah.
like 5 or 6.
Hey Jay, how are you? But isn't that weird?
They were higher than over here last time.
Yeah. Weird. I had hamburger tonight, which is very interesting, very innovative. Hey Monica. Trying to get away from the El Cortez a little bit, because now when I order oatmeal, they bring me a tiny little.
Really?
Just makes me so mad.
20% more used
Shrink
cost.
flesh
Right?
is
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah, where's the same price? They just cut it in half.
Yeah, it kind of made me mad. And then when they couldn't get the hash browns proper, but tomorrow is the 55 menu. If you're 55 and older, it's a half price.
I can cut in on that one. Give
Yes,
me a
you
call.
can. Yep.
Some bitch.
But you're going to be out of town with your skills
Oop,
on
oop.
the crane.
Yeah.
Free agent on doing it up. So a lot of people have left. You can imagine for the Labor Day is
Good. Just the parking alone,
done.
you can tell, you know.
Temperature is beautiful tonight. It's
Awesome.
so comfortable.
This is perfect shooting weather up here.
The hash browns were terrible. I sent them back to the kids. They were too peppery, and they were all greasy. And if you can believe it, they came out worse the second time. Worse. You know why? Because they throw them down when they're room temperature instead of putting them up on the griddle when they're cold. But I said to the woman, "Oh, hey Cisco," I said to the woman, "It's the turnover in the kitchen." She's like, "Yeah, we don't ever keep people, you know, they don't ever last long here." Yeah, the signal should be good. I can go over to the Wi-Fi tonight. Should be this Wi-Fi is blazing. No, they were. There we go. We're back. No, they didn't add anything special. The first time they were. There you go, Mr. Z. You can swim with you can swim with the mermaids. And some
Anything
weird
like swimming
looking
with
fish
fishes?
lights there. Like the
seize the day.
operation.
I
Here's
see.
who's,
That's
here's
cute.
who's coming. Jay and the Americans. Herman's Hermits. Not exactly scintillating, but not too bad. No, that was downtown Vegas. We were doing that. I was telling Mr. Z, I've never ridden the elevator with anybody here. Even,
Now you have, right now.
yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, you might as well just poured. You might as well just poured oil on top of them. Hey Kaylee, how you doing, honey? The Wi-Fi should be pretty blazing. Ooh. Christopher Reeve, isn't that the guy that went off of his horse and was paralyzed.
Yeah, Superman.
I told you, animals are dangerous, guys. Oh, let's ride the horse. Show jumping, really? I like the double door security too. So I kept the place in pretty clean, pretty good shape.
Really
I haven't
clean.
racked up a lot of stuff. So if you need to use the head or
I'm
something.
good now. It kind of moved around.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, he was looking good in the movie, but it ain't gonna help you when you're paralyzed and from the neck down, right? All because of some goofy horse that stalls at the jump. Really? All right, I got Amanda Hogginkiss's favorite battleships of the Pacific. We got the New Jersey. We got the what do we got over the same one? I don't know. The Nevada, right? Come on over here, Mr. Z. I'm gonna use the head units. I haven't really done any cooking except for I had a couple hot dogs.
Did the biscotti. That was good.
You know, a lot of people were like, "Oh, I can't eat pork hot dogs."
Hello, everybody. My outfit, super dank. What's up, Jamie? Kaylee? Bobby! Dude, I want to go to that baseball game with you guys, but I can't. Cindy, Amanda. Thank you. Hey, everybody. I actually lost track of everybody, but hello, everybody. Z-Dog, yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, the meat sweats, I was kind of getting that. Oh, I'm good now. It moved around. It was just a lot of beef all at once. What's up, Just Barry? Maggie?
So I think I have, now I have three food. We have three food reviews that are going to be coming up. So it's really been good to be at the south end of the strip because it's forced us to really, you know, we wouldn't have hit Silverado Rancho over there in this, and
Well, down here we're introduced to a whole bunch of new opportunities for eating. Bobby, she shuts up when she's eating and drinking
I
beer.
said, poor father career. You know how quiet he is, right? And I'm like, every 5 minutes I'm motoring my mouth and everything. Hey Maggie, how you doing? Good to see you, sweetie. So really good leopard Hawaiian and kind. Yeah, I think it kind of makes a statement.
What's up, Joni?
Right. I think it kind of makes a statement. It's an attention getter. I'm drinking coffee with you. It's been a while since I had a drink. Okay. I would say my drinking's been very moderate. It started heavy and then it's just gotten tailed off to right when we had the I think I just have 2 beers left in there, so
I think we're averaging about 2 beers when we actually sit down.
I mean, I'm not, you know, I don't want to get all shit
Makes me all tired. I'm just like,
yeah, I mean, I enjoy it. I just, you know, I've been getting up at 6:30 in the morning, so that's been one thing. It's been a pretty demanding schedule because it's quite a haul from where I am to downtown, especially with rush hour, you know, in the morning rush hour.
Take the freeway down or you go down?
Yeah, I take the freeway down.
Do that.
You know, but still fighting over to get
The
down
freeway's
to
still
downtown.
effed up, but it's not as
Yeah.
bad as Las Vegas Boulevard.
Yeah, it was bad coming home today. I left about 4 o'clock and it was already jamming on 95 and 15 kind of. Hey Robbie, doing good. Doing good. I have 2 beers in that. Bobby.
That's just to wet your whistle at first. That's just getting you started.
So it's going to be an exciting game. You know, this will be the fourth time we've gone to a Sacramento River Cats game. We've never seen them win a game. Unbelievable. If you get up early, different story. Because
Yeah, I don't mind that on a weekend. I don't care if I get up early. Yeah, I'll just crash out later on. You know. No
Well,
big deal.
I'd like to hit mass in the morning and then just hang out. And you know, I went to a different place today for breakfast, which you saw on the Rosie Murphy channel, which was good. I enjoyed it. It was very novel. I like places where people try to do stuff a little different without being dicks. You know,
Hey, I like.
pushing it too much. And you're not going to pay an arm and a butthole because breakfast used to be a cheap meal. You can't say breakfast is, maybe at Pancake House it's good value, but you can't say breakfast is really a cheap meal anymore.
There's places, but like anything, there's places, but not a lot anymore. It's what was that other place we did on Decatur? That Bob's. Remember that was a good place. That one you loved had like that Mel's Diner atmosphere. Remember that?
I don't know. I have to go back and look at it. I was
We've eaten
shocked
so
that you
many
actually
places.
went to a restaurant I'd go to. Well, I didn't know. You know, I was going to go to Eat and do a review of Eat because we ate at Eat downtown before, and it's closed Tuesday and Wednesday. So you know, and then the donut place closed downtown.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh,
The next door is the parlor, and I went in and I looked at the message board. How you doing, Patricia? I looked at the menu board. It looked pretty good. So they had an interesting way of making coffee and all this stuff. So basically, every review is new. Every restaurant is new here. Hey, Hobotron, how you doing?
We've been really good. Lucky 2 for 2
Yeah.
so far. Nice and nice.
Yeah, let me also again give a shout out to chiming in for her incredible kindness today towards a church I'm working with. A lot of people have asked, how can we donate? I'm getting things set up. I'm going to be doing a fundraiser probably October, probably one every quarter or so. So let's see, because it's really close to the bone down there now. So yeah, which restaurant are we talking about, Amanda? Are we talking about the parlor? See, I don't have a huge budget. Hey, Morning Dove, I don't have a huge budget, so I'm generally going to get what's like cheaper on the menu, and then if it's like a farmhouse, 2 eggs and like I had a little piece of ham today and some hash browns, and
How was that ham?
yeah, it was good. And they had a bagel, and it was the staff was excellent there.
Yeah,
They were
just
really,
like this place
they
we
were
just
excellent.
went to, and the place last night. Awesome
Yeah,
people.
everybody's yeah.
This is a good area for
Everybody's
food,
been
man.
really good down. It's been unusual because we've been getting used to having our butts kicked downtown now.
That's why, because it's downtown. Yeah,
Like
the
that.
2 places last night, tonight. Just the service was awesome.
You know, like the Cortez, the cooks who's ever in the El Cortez now is terrible. Hey, Rouge, how are you? Yeah, enjoying life, working hard. I'm doing a fun road cost. Yeah, I expect you kicking in, Bobby, if you expect to make it into through the pearly gates. Don't be cheap. But I hope tomorrow I should finish tomorrow all the LED conversion should be done. It's been a lot. It's been close to 100 bulbs to be changed out all over. So they're going to notice a huge impact on that.
People are going to walk in, walk out again, and walk in again.
Well, not just you know, now
Is the
instead
right
of
place?
you know, because you walk in now and some of the bulbs are daylight bright, others are warm, and others are naturals that are all different weird looking colors. Now they're all uniform, you know, throughout, and they're dimmable too, so that you can.
Oh,
put
nice,
dimmer.
nice.
So these cost about 48 cents a year to run it.
Compared to what, 6,000 a month, right?
Yeah, each one of these bulbs is probably $4 to $5 a year to run these ones. So, yep, strip club night for Patricia. $15.99 steak dinners, good old days. Well, yeah, $1.99.
Yeah.
Somebody was talking about, who was telling us about they used to go to the. Oh, it was somebody downtown at the church. One of the guys serving breakfast, helping out then. He's talking about the days he used to get the $1.99.
I used to do that at the
steak.
Mint. The Mint had it. They had their own ranch where they had their own cattle, so they could afford that. Not no more.
Now the best you can do is in Tony Roma's is terrible down here. You can go between 11 o'clock and I think 4 a.m. in the morning, or 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. to like 4 a.m. You can get $11.99 prime rib, but you know what that's gonna. It's crap.
Yeah.
It's crap. I tell you, downtown is the Magnolia. Remember that Trouble Pizza place? It was a family business.
That weird place we went to?
We went to Las Vegas Test Kitchen when they had that was the cook in residence, was the pizza guy then.
Yeah.
That was one pizza place. We went to Evil Pie, which was not really good. We went to Boston, which is good, but you can't get a slice. You have to buy a whole pie. Giordano's we've gone to.
And that place, remember that place we went to, or it looked like they had it was a crime scene. They had the windows all taped up with the. Do you remember that? That's the one where you came in and you're asking the lady if she's okay. It's like,
oh my
you're trying to take the jacket off. Yeah. I am surprised you forgot that. I don't remember the name. Yeah.
Yeah. What I did was I looked up the worst rated restaurant.
That's right. The worst rated.
And I said, Mr. Z.
Oh my God! It did not disappoint.
Yeah, gird your loins. We're gonna go try the worst rated restaurant.
Little twist on our thing.
And it totally lived up to its. I thought the woman was being assaulted
was so
when I
cringe.
first went into the place.
The guy was like trying to pull her jacket off. Weird.
The lighting was like prison lighting. Right.
The whole front was like they had like the windows were covered up with some shit.
It was horrible. It was on. Oh my goodness! And everybody had an added like they could care less. Like, didn't you say? Oh, they're probably just money laundering. They don't.
Yeah, that's figuring it's a front, some kind of a front.
Yeah, you're like they're probably
shit.
Just money laundering.
Yeah.
Anyway, they don't give a crap.
Okay, they're just open for a business.
Yeah, exactly. So it was a good idea to go to the worst rated restaurant.
It was
and
interesting.
I think when I come back in October, we're gonna do that. We're gonna find the next worst place, and we're gonna do that too.
Yeah.
He loves a challenge like that. But
it's interesting.
Did you feel uncut?
They gave us a great story though. Yeah, it was all janky. It was a great story. It wasn't scary. Just weird.
No, I wouldn't. These people would have probably shot you if you said you weren't going to pay for the food. They were probably taking you out back and beating you with some noodles.
You get a tour of the kitchen, and then a tour of the basement.
Yeah, we're on late because Mr. Z, you can't get right off the crane and come. He's got to go home, have the responsibilities and.
Gotta feed my kitties.
Yeah, feed the cats and all that. So it's I'm just happy he can come down at all.
Beats eating a TV dinner.
Yeah, it's plus we kind of push the envelope and see what's new around here and everything. Nick, it's just a weird place. The lighting was the first clue. It was terrible.
I think the calzone was burnt. Remember?
Yeah.
It was microwave, but it was still burnt for some reason.
Good food and cheap. It's a locals casino. Okay, the Chuck Wagon. Have you heard that before? The Longhorn.
Oh, at the Longhorn. Yeah. Okay, the Longhorn. Yeah. I know the Longhorn. Hey, Vicky.
Yeah, thumbs up or appreciated. So. I got plenty more content in the barrel to come up, guys. Don't worry. Last 2 nights have been great. I was looking at the Cahoots menu. Was that tonight dinner? There was terrible. No, I didn't have a terrible. You're gonna have to.
That was a couple of last year. Was that last year?
Yeah, it was last like March or something.
No
it's a
shit.
local jail. That's it. I told Mr. Z. I said, you know what? This is going to be an interesting video. We're going to eat at the worst rated place in Las Vegas. And I expected, like Cheryl, I said, oh, it could be a diamond in the rough. This place was.
It was a turd in the rough.
This place was an unpolished turd.
A little
So.
warmth to it, still steaming.
Well, I'm on kind of late now. I don't know. Alan has been under the weather. Remember, he wasn't feeling real good last night. So you're like, well, the church sign is isn't that good? Everybody that works down there volunteering during the day said this sign won't last a week. And then Mr. Z 3 weeks ago he told me, hey, I
driving
went by
by,
downtown. Just tell you the sign
Looks
is
good, looks good.
still looking good. And I was like, all right.
All right, finding Ian. Q.
Then I went down and I was like, yeah, we had one incident, but we got the plastic back, and it's so far so good. But converting 100 bulbs over to LED is going to make a huge difference. Plus, I don't like that when you use like CFLs and they have little the screw kind, little pigtail looking ones, and they're all different colors, and they're just weird looking, right? All I could think was, oh, here goes.
And you follow right
Be
afterwards.
like, Mr. Z, you need to come down after work. I'm in a big, bring your crane with you.
Bring a crowbar.
Bring a crane. I need to reach right through the back and put me right up on top of this thing. Thank goodness my hands are like shaky on this, because your confidence is ruined. Because you're all you're thinking about is what kind of nuts go rotten.
Something as unexpected as that kind of
Shatters.
throws you off a little bit.
It absolutely, positively.
Now you're worried about if that
shatters
happened,
you.
what the hell else is going on around here?
So it's gonna be good. So I don't know what I don't know. We just kind of play it by ear. I think Thursday I'm just gonna take off Thursday.
I'm good now. Thank you so much.
Yeah. What is I missed that? What did they say? Did they make long LED? Yeah, that's what I put in, but I had to rewire them. I had to take I don't want to put all new fixtures in, so I had to take the existing fixtures, get the right size of bulb, the T8 fluorescent, but I have to do a lot of rewiring within the fixtures to remove the ballast and do line level inputs off of the 120. So it takes anywhere from 15 minutes to a half hour per fixture to do that. And I forgot the fixture in the little brat's quiet room in the back. I forgot that one. Let him suffer. Oh, jeez. So unbelievably, there's a seminarian, a third guy that's starting third year in the seminary, and he actually was cleaning up the whole kitchen area. He's pulling all the shelves and redoing everything on the shelves. Wow,
That's a task.
yeah, and I was just like, wow, better you than me, bro. Well, I don't know about skills, Nina, but I enjoy electrical work until it gets too repetitive. Like, I don't want to do house wiring, constantly running, outlets, and I don't want to do that crap. You have a ZZ Top.
You like that, right? I'll let you play with it, Bobby, when I see you again.
Yeah, Bobby, you could play with it.
You could wash it real nice. Give you a shampoo with it.
I'm not super smart. I've just done a lot of electrical, a lot of repair and renovation work in my time. Hey, Charles, how are you? This is pretty, sir. But thank you. This is my battleships of the Pacific. It's kind of nice. Right. I also have fighter planes of the
Oh, there are
Pacific.
battleships on there. I never noticed that.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Yeah, Vicky's like, I'll play with your beard. Hell, Vicky will move in with you. You like nice looking blondes, right?
I don't mind a sugar mama.
That's right. So it's going to be good to wrap that up tomorrow and then look ahead to October. I'm going to be doing some administrative stuff in October. I'm going to be setting some things up in place to try to improve the financial picture there, because it's pretty much redlining right now.
Sup, Rio? What's up, Pete Carver? What's up, Pete?
So you're heading all the way out to past Blue Diamond tomorrow.
Well, on the way to Pahrump, yeah.
Yeah.
Almost, yeah. Just
What's
before
up,
the mountain.
Gas Can? Gas Can always reminds me of that. And, I think I'm just going to sip on a beer. I don't think you have a bit of room in your.
No, my gut is full up.
You're all filled up.
I'm good till about 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
I mean, it's good. I don't have a lot of stuff in the fridge and everything, so just. Oh, Mr. D, I bought some of that stuff you use for your goat. You're using it enough. It takes time to grow. You
Yeah.
have to hold the. Right.
Yeah, if you're using, I got to get some hair product. I hate to say that. Got to get some product for my beard. Start using it. Yeah, I should be all right. As long as I'm feeling better now, I gotta. Thank you. Well, I'm doing better now. I'm all right.
I think slamming that Guinness at the end.
Well, the 2 sodas topped by the Guinness didn't help. I think they kind of were fighting down there with the bubbles and stuff.
But I think what's made this really great is trying these new places out down here and getting a feel, because I'm never down at this southern end of the strip, and it's like a whole nother world down here. The people are much more, I think, relaxed, and the closer you get to downtown, the more like wild-eyed and crazed the people become. Wild-eyed and crazed. What are we looking at there out the window there? It's still south of here, right?
Yeah, that's south.
Now what is that? Just pretty twinkling away.
You can see the M in the distance. The M, if you look.
We went to Ethel M, didn't we?
No, that's the M.
Oh, the M.
M casino.
Wow, that's so
Yeah.
far down there.
Yeah, you can barely see it.
Is that like a popular place?
They do business, but it's
M
most of
Resort.
the people that are coming in from town.
Remember we went at Christmas time to Ethel M.
Yeah, that was
We
awesome.
froze in
I
line.
like that.
But yeah, but the cost of the candy was
That was ridiculous. Oh my god.
like $50.
People were buying it.
Roy's Bloody Marys. Yeah, that's it. Maybe Bobby will come down in December.
We miss you,
Who knows?
Bobby. I miss you. She doesn't miss you.
Bobby's crotchety.
It's
He's a
crotchety.
nasty old man, you know. M Resort is the official hotel for the Raiders. It's so far away though.
It is.
It's so
Hell,
far.
Their training complex is out there by the Henderson Airport down over here.
Okay. Because it just seems like another 5 or 6 miles out to that.
Oh, easily, yeah. We can go out there
Uh-huh.
sometime if you want. Check it out.
No, but I want to make sure when I come in December that we hit where a game can be in Henderson, the Silver Knights.
Oh yeah,
We
yeah.
can see the silver knife.
Yeah,
but
hockey's
you
coming up.
look
Season's coming up.
awesome. What did that say? You look awesome. Oh, Malmo, yeah, I've gotten a lot of compliments about that. Good basic bones. Their training center is across from the
Yeah.
Henderson Municipal. Okay.
I've done work down there, as a matter of fact, one day. Yeah, I've been there. I can take you there if you want to see it. No.
Yeah, you know I enjoy Henderson. I like looking around Henderson. Raiders and A's. That's like one guy said here, we only have two teams. We have the Aces and we have the Knights. Everything else is just crap.
I wouldn't have minded the A's so much, but the Raiders would. Now that the Raiders are here, I don't think we need the A's. Too much congestion already.
Bobby told me years ago when Al Davis owned the Oakland Raiders, he made a huge mistake. There was one game where after the game, I don't know whether it was the Snow Bowl or whatever, where they misplaced the ball and it cheated Oakland. Yeah. And Al Davis, the owner, went absolutely ballistic on the media. And he was calling out the referees. These bums don't know how to call a game, and it's a rip-off, and I'm one of the original NFL owners, and they ain't got no right to treat me like this. And Bobby said, you know what happened?
He accused him of having a conspiracy, too, against him, right?
Bobby said, you know what they did? All those referees got together, and they swore a blood oath.
That's where it was,
Every time there was a close call, every single time that there was a close call or review, it would always go against the Raiders. And I started watching, and it's absolutely, positively true. So be careful what you say to referees and stuff like that. I'm Raymond. I'm actually...
What's up, Ed?
Yeah, see, Bobby, there it is, re-stickering a rate. Ed, I do hope you get, yeah, I'd like it against that. Stud Muffin, that's me. Ladies, single and ready to mingle.
Doing good, Ed. How you doing?
So then we always said every call will go against the Raiders, and it has. Everything is pass interference. I wasn't even near the ball. Pass interference. You're booted. You're kicked out. Get off the field. You're going. Oh, I can't. It's not right. We call that. Bobby calls that the curse of the Raiders. Here's Rosie. Have to do the face on dates with the ladies. The ladies. Oh, the ladies. My hands are sticky from the stickers. Well, if you like,
it was the stickers they're sticky from.
If you like your Raiders, that's cool. Nobody can fault you for that, for loving your team. You like the Ravens, but I'm not happy they dropped so much money on Lamar Jackson to. He'll go 8 games and then be hurt for the rest of the season or whatever, and it's just a real mess. Why don't we do that? Run, honey. I've had the ladies come up to me at the church. Right. I just want to come up. I want to just come up and introduce myself to you. Well, hello, Federal. Not when doing that face. Come on, Cheryl S. Loosen up a little bit, honey. Loosen up a little bit. That was a good burger. Look, if you want a cheap, good burger, you go to In-N-Out. If you want to try something where they're putting a little more stuff into it, that's good. What's up, Carlos? How you doing? What is going on, Carlos? Long time no see. The legend. Five Guys Burgers rule. Nah, it's too expensive. My problem with Five Guys, you have to order the small, and then they throw so many fries in the bag, and it's not cheap. I'd love to sit in your seat. Nino is like, Rosie, we can get a bicycle built for two.
You sit in that pew,
That's
you're going
it.
to say, P-U. How's that smell?
I mean, I thought it was okay, but the guys didn't like that. I was running the video. I was doing a live stream in there, and they just kind of went crazy. The Yard House at Town Square, great happy hour. And for dinner, I missed any. I did 2 videos I put up today, Patricia. Yesterday's work on rewiring the light fixtures, and on the Rosie Murphy channel, I put up a review of the Parlor restaurant in downtown on 7th Street today. Try something different, and they were really nice too. They were really cool. They were great staff too.
It's a shocker these days.
It is a shocker because the Cortez, when I sent the breakfast back, and I said the hash browns they're like a grease pool. They came out even worse the second time, and she's like, I guess we can't make hash browns. But like, I never thought in my life I would just
hash browns are not difficult.
Like saying, I felt like walking back in the kitchen and saying, don't take out the hash browns and sit them on next to the grill. Pull them out of the cold fridge, and then fry them up, and they'll be good, right? Scoop up. Hey, I don't even know what that means, Carla. You should go scoop up Dick. I'm not sure who that is. I'm not sure. Sounds like a tennis player from the Czech Republic or something. I'm waiting for the rose. What does that say? Andy Dick. I'm waiting for rose. Learn to love it. How did you find out about any of that? I don't know, Sherry. I don't know. No, I haven't seen Andy Dick, but we do have a review coming up where we do have a famous guy, Tanks, the TV show, his restaurant, which is...
Yeah, we didn't find out until the staff told us. It was really cute.
And this guy's got some real sports memorabilia too. I mean, the real
Legitimate.
deal. The real deal.
That place we went to had a cool foyer.
Yes.
Getting fancy.
I made sure to get that on the video tonight. It was a little dark in there for videography, but it's going to look a little grainy, but I still got all that in that. But even the cops that came in to eat, they were turning on the lights on their cell phone to look at the menu. Hey, Andrew, how are you?
If cops are eating in there, you know it's an okay place at least.
But some restaurants are just so dark inside. I don't know where in and out. It was during the pandemic, and I was eating out every night because it was always a cheap eat. It was like a $5 eat, or okay, I can do $5 or something like
Where'd
that.
you get it, like lettuce wrap too?
I would get the protein, which I'll probably be back on again. The protein, and it was $2.85. It's $3.25. Hey, Johnny, how are you? Well, just the cops did that tonight, Cheryl. They had to use their smartphone lights to even see what was on the menu. So it's really hard to get good video when it's that dark inside. If I had the GoPro, it would just look like nothing. It looked like being in a cave. So luckily I have the Samsung, which is still going strong. What it is, Andrew, I don't know if you have this in the UK, they're called timeshare, where they'll rent you the ability to stay here for like a certain number of weeks per year. They don't guarantee which unit or building you're going to be in, so you're going to be randomly assigned, but it'll be comparable housing, and everything's always the same here.
All the rooms are the same. So
They're all the same.
Get
They're all
disoriented.
the same. Right. So you pay so much a month, but then they tell you you can be in a pool, and then you can go to like foreign countries, or you can trade your week with other people. Yeah, you've stayed a few in Spain. Yeah, a lot of English people like to go to the Canary Islands and over to Spain. Yeah, it's a nice. I mean, I have no complaints here. The worst thing that happened this trip was I got up yesterday morning. There was no hot water, so I just did a grabbed a wash rag and cleaned up as best I could in the morning. But I got back in the afternoon and it was all fixed. So I took a hot shower in the afternoon. Because I was filthy from the filter stuff all dropping down on me, everything is just dirty. That man like that have secret cameras.
You never knew, do you? Don't do nothing you don't want to be on YouTube for. Then.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. Hey, Sarah Kate. Well, not first thing in the morning.
Sometimes, yeah.
By hours, once walked in and then waited for service. Took too long and left. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. But I have noticed at the south end that every place's service has been, the closer you get to downtown, the worse it's gotten.
Well, yeah, people are disgruntled, hate their job.
And it's just terrible. So this has been, everybody's had a great attitude. They're happy. Dust on those filters. Nina, you ought to be working up on those lights and changing balls with my sweaty, fat little fingers ready to smash the globes on the bottom that go up today. And I'm like, because I'm only, when's the next nut going to snap on here? I usually dislike, who do you think will be our next president? I
don't think we have a choice.
I guess I'd have to say at this time, a lot of Democrats are turning against Biden now, I've noticed. And I think there's this groundswell push to have Gavin Newsom just break precedent and declare that he's going to run against a sitting president in the primary. I wouldn't be surprised if he did that.
He is it.
Right, because he has a really big head. Yeah. And he just thinks that Biden is a disaster for, But then again, Mitch McConnell's a disaster. He's a
I'm never happy with my choices.
And Feinstein is a disaster. Mitch McConnell's a disaster. So I would have to say your next president will be doing a Grover Cleveland and coming back for a non-consecutive term in office. Whether he'll be locked up and taken to jail, I can't say. It'll be very interesting. Get ready for the 2nd January 6th revolution.
Complete absurdity.
How you doing, Deb? I'm not running his mind, but I just don't think he lived up to it. I don't know what people expect of a president. I mean, we have interest rates that are climbing. They're going to continue to climb. We have a budget deficit that's almost reaching catastrophic proportions here. Who's going to be able to do anything? All they're going to be able to do is just salute and just go down with the ship.
Alan?
Hey, Alan. So, that's like always the pin that pops the balloon is rising interest rates. Bill Caesar, they say. I don't know. I don't have anything against Mitch McConnell, or Barbara Feinstein, but there's a point that you step aside. And, same thing with the president.
Been doing it for too long.
You've done your job.
Too complacent.
You did your job with honor and some dignity. Because I'll say that Biden had much more dignity than Trump had in office. That's for darn sure. Trump was just batting back and forth with Rosie O'Donnell and all these. I mean, I don't want my president doing that stuff, right? There's got to be a certain level of
Decorum.
in that office. Because meanwhile, you got all these other countries plotting alternative currencies, and the clock is ticking, guys.
You might be right, Cheryl.
I don't know. I don't even know. I didn't even know Biden had a dog.
All these presidents have dogs. It's like a tradition,
I don't know. But somebody asked me, so there's my honest opinion. I don't think. Do I think that Biden would physically survive another term? Yeah, but I don't know what kind of shape he would be in. I mean, he has good longevity genes. His wife's come down with COVID. Jill Biden has COVID. I'm telling you guys, this latest round of COVID. Who was it? Whoopi Goldberg? Third time she's gotten COVID. She's fully vaccinated.
Yeah.
Trump didn't want pets in the White House. I don't know. I'm not sure. I didn't even know mine were moved to Mexico and another stopped. Yeah, but Mexico's got its own set of problems. The level of violence, the level of pushback against Americans, and I follow quite a few people that live in Mexico. I've been to Mexico City, Acapulco, and 4 or 5 other cities in Mexico, and it's real. Oh, Schwarzenegger, he was the worst. What a deal! What a dick. He was so bad. So bad. So I think that the Democrats are going to just say, you know what? We're just going to break with tradition. Sorry, Mr. President, but we just think for the good of the country, we need some young people to get in there. And I'm declaring my candidacy for Democrat President of the United States. Arnold Schwarzenegger didn't do anything to improve anything in the state. He was a clown. He sat out back in his tent smoking cigars. He has no more skill to be an administrator than fly around the moon. At least Ronald Reagan came in as the governor of California and understood how to run stuff. The only thing Schwarzenegger ran was his mouth. I'll be back. Only in reruns, my friend. Yes, that's the only reason he got that position, because he was a well-known actor. I mean, he's later on, oh yeah, I got a kid, by the way.
Yeah, not by my wife, though. little monkey wrench there.
Another disaster for the Kennedy and Shriver family, right? It's just like, oh my God, I have a kid by my maid.
Yeah.
Because of Maria. Wow. Yeah. And I mean, the kids, I think the kids are decent. I mean, I can't say anything about it. I just thought that, I don't know. I'm going to just shut my mouth. Who am I to say? Who am I to say?
You're a constituent. That's why you have something to say.
Yeah, it's constituent, but, I mean, really? I don't know, Patricia. Oh, that's right. You go to the strip clubs, you would know, yeah. That's right. Patricia Wakefield is the strip club advocate there. See, I always knew there was a secret life to Patricia. Don't deny you don't like it, Cheryl. Hey, Richard. Let me give another shout out to chiming in for her kindness. She made a significant donation today, which I appreciate very much. Put
Exactly,
that towards
Alan. It's a little bit more complex than people want to admit.
So I've had a lot of people ask me about supporting that operation down there. I'm trying to get something a little more organized for the future than just some catch can stuff. But I got a glimpse at the books today. It's a pretty ugly. It's, you know, because everything goes up in price, right?
Just terrible.
You're in Vegas at Golden Gate. Nice. How's the smell across the street at the plaza? Oh my goodness. How about Main Street? The smell there, and also outside the Oasis
when that wind hits just right. Oh my God.
Oh, it's like being back in Hong Kong on an August day again. It's like, oh. And the people were selling food and vegetables right above the sewer.
And it wasn't normal food either, right?
I don't know. I don't want to have flashback memories of that roasting and having a suit on in tropical weather, because we have to follow the British standard of
Etiquette.
So I wouldn't be surprised if Gavin Newsom is working behind the scenes and saying, you know what, we're going to have to take matters into our own hands. We love you, Mr. President, but there's no law that says you don't have opposition except tradition for this. Yes, Richard, I'm in Vegas. I'm way down 10 miles away from where you are, to the south end of the strip. But now Gavin's facing a huge budget deficit here. I remember in 2008, 2009, 11 when the bottom dropped out of the housing market, and the medical facilities were getting IOUs from the California Treasury. It's like, we don't know when we'll make good on these. We'll give you a little bit of interest.
This is not a check. This is just advising you.
It's not negotiable. You can't use it for loans and things. It has no collateral value. Y'all can have it. Well, I don't know, Cheryl. They keep electing just Trudeau on his good looks, right? Every time I see the guy walking through the airport, people are cursing him. You F.A., you know, and all these. You son of a...
Flippin' hoser.
And these are Canadians. Canadians never talk like that to people, you know? Come to the... No, I'm not going to come down there. Sorry, Richard. This is a Fremont Street free trip here. Well, I've never found one person that likes Justin Trudeau, but yet the guy gets elected. I don't know, Ronnie. Far be it from me to say. I don't know. But you know, some people are calling up there. Yeah, go ahead, man. I mean, what's he'll be mad, then tomorrow he won't even remember it, right? He's not good looking. Well, I don't know. I've never found one Canadian person that likes him, so I don't know. So I don't know how this guy miraculously keeps getting elected all the time. You never hear about fraud. I don't think there's any voter fraud up there. But that's the first time I heard a Canadian F-bomb somebody. I didn't even think Canadians were able to mouth that word. Again, we didn't vote for him. He chose good candidates to get elected. He's the king of their playpen or something. I don't know what she wrote on that. I'm too tired to lean forward and touch the screen. Pay Castle, so he's not something. Strip come, circus play. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Richard. You have like 6 or 7 different thoughts in there commingled in one sort of a sentence. So if there's any priority you want to put on that, just maybe rephrase that. I don't play slot machines anymore. It's just not.
It's not fun.
It's not where I don't see anybody win.
You're not winning. It's not fun if you ain't winning.
Ooh, 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 ooh. The caboose dollar slots. Go to circus. $1 slots. I don't know, Richard. I don't have a lot of interest in. You know, when I can come in and I can make 4 bets on football and cash 3, then I consider that, I'm leaving with some coin in my pocket. I'm happy. No, I don't play roulette. I don't gamble. I don't like to gamble. Would that be a fair thing to say, right? I like to use a little intellectual edge.
You like to win.
I like to lose. I like to beat the Vegas book. And let me tell you, we know it's hard to. We've lost by a point.
Fractions.
Fractions, half a point.
We won by making a mistake on placing a bit too,
Yes.
which is nice.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. And sometimes we haven't made some bets and we're good, but it all evens out in the end, right? Oh, I don't know. Nobody likes to lose money. And right now, I can't afford to lose any money. Things are too tight right now. I mean, you think I would be down here right now if I didn't have this this
You have to
place?
pay for this
I would have
place?
held off
No.
till October when it's cheap. Right. On Labor Day weekend, you guys tell me what this. You tell me what this would go for a week. I mean, this is no hassle parking. You got full kitchen. You got king suite. You got a huge soaking tub and all that. Well, I don't do anything to expect to lose. I expect to win, or I don't play. Right. Yeah, $185 a night, so that's quite a tariff. And they probably have a resort fee on top of that.
Oh yeah, Trisha, I
And then
did when I
it's
first
Labor
got
Day
here.
weekend too, which pushes it up because this place was crowded. This was crowded,
Yeah.
This was crowded down here. I mean, it was running pretty high capacity down here. And the sad thing for them is the weather was horrific and then when they left, it
They
got
put it
really
right up. It's
good.
beautiful now.
It got comfortable, breezy. Mr. Z's like, oh, this is the Vegas. Yes, this is it. That was the rate for this past week. And that's still very high. Very high. And if you were to do a whole week, it would be, $1,500-$1,600 for the week.
Probably
You're talking
more.
about high dollar down here. Yeah, that's why I only like poker and I like sports book. The sports book I can do some work and I can look up things. I can think about momentum. I can put a little brain to it. I can look at what the line is and say that line is off or that line is correct or it should be this or that. My only kick myself in the butt is not putting something down on Duke, even though they did so great for us week after week after week. It's just coming into a new season.
Like you said, it was the
don't know
first
what-
game,
Yeah, it's
so
the
you
first
don't
game.
wanna-
You don't know what to
You
expect.
just want to sit and see what happens.
Right. But they have a powerhouse team.
All right, I think we'll
Yes,
bust on
yeah.
out of here.
Yeah, just text me up tomorrow, and we'll think of something cool to do tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'll figure it.
Yeah, try to get some rest, and
Definitely.
be careful on the road. Hopefully you'll get done early and can get a
Yeah,
little rest or a
well,
nap in or something.
Something like that, yeah.
All right, bro.
We'll see. All right.
All right, love you. Take
All right,
care.
guys.
Drive carefully.
Gonna get on out of here. We'll see y'all later.
Thanks again for dinner. That
Oh
was
yeah,
very
it was good. No, it was good.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
All right, take care.
See ya.
A lot of you Cosmos more independent. Yeah, yeah. Everybody loved the Cosmopolitan, and then they bent themselves over for MGM. Every time you have your driveway, it costs. Every time you leave your driveway, it costs money. Yeah, I know that, Sherry. And I'm looking at oil prices, $86 a barrel. So I know when I get back to Santa Rosa, I'm going to be looking at $5 to 80 cents to $6 a gallon for gas. Right? I mean, what can I do? I'm in a pinch. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's just the reality of stuff. Everything's expensive. I see El Cortez. I used to get a nice bowl of oatmeal. Oh, nice. Extra raisins with brown sugar. Love it. Good way to start my day. $10. Now they bring you out this little mealy. Looks like a ramekin. I'm like, oh man. It's oatmeal, guys. Oatmeal. And the service, the turnover, it's just like, I'm just going to start packing in my own shredded wheat in a cooler. That's what I'm going to do. 2 doors, locks, relax. What are we talking about? We do have double security here. And I'm going to tell you today, see this little security doodad? I left this morning, and that's the only, I pushed that thing open. I don't know why. So I come home from downtown, from working downtown today, and I'm like, oh, the unit's open. I come inside like, I'm ready. And I'm like, I don't even remember doing that today, right? So maybe somebody slept in here and did, I don't know. It's kind of a little spooky, right? How in the hell did that happen? But then I thought, well, these days, Rosie, you forgot to put your car in park and some others, it's like, right? You starting to get the little helicopter brain. Yeah, the timeshare of doom. I wish it was, there's, yesterday's video was more of the doom. I can't stand that place. It used to be the resort. It's just so terrible. They had to fix something in there. No, the hot water's for the whole building, Patricia. There's not individual unit. I didn't call down about the hot water. Nino, the helicopter brain, right? Like, how did that happen? Or, ooh, what was that? Did I do that? Right. No, these buildings this probably has like a 1,000 gallon hot water heater down in the basement. Natural gas fired. I bet Las Vegas was great in the early 2000s. Man, I started coming here in 1960s, of course. But I'm talking about 1999, 2000. Yeah, you had the New Frontier, you had Stardust. And man, it was cheap. You go over to the Hilton for the $12 evening buffet. You had oysters on the half shell. Put my truck in park one time. Yes, I did the same thing, Ronnie. My guardian angel bailed me out. So now I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I changed my starter either. What I figure out what That's good, Ronnie. That might actually top me, Ronnie. I don't know. I have to keep my wits about me when I'm doing electrical work, though, because there's, I don't want to cause a fire or something. So I have a lot of, as you saw, there's a ton of wires running around and all that. So you got to get stuff done the right way, especially when it comes to electricity. Especially a building like that is so brittle and so dry rotted that if you ever get a spark in there, it's going to look like hell just came down to earth. I don't want that on me. I don't want that on me. I have to catch up and watch it. Yeah, it's fine, Patricia. I don't want to give you a spoiler alert. Yeah, whatever comes next. Good night. Good night, Alex. Good to see you. Nothing wrong with being. I got to be extra electrical work. Plus, the boss watches these videos, and if he saw something, he would text me, and he already was texting me yesterday. You do this, and then he's always over my shoulder when it comes to and I had P2E on here too. No, I don't do bingo, Richard. I don't enjoy bingo. Usually every time I've gone to play bingo, it's some of the women have like body odor, or other kind of odor, and she's like a fallen bladder or something, and it's just like, right? I mean, need I say more? I'm very sensitive to that stuff. Yeah, he's a wealth of knowledge, all right. Damn, I don't need to be in the gassy grandmas there. Right, the big lunch lady arms and oh, I don't know, Richard. No, the old fallen bladders. I love everybody, guys. Don't go by me. Let's hit the thumbs up button if you haven't done so. Let's see if we get 100. I know it was a very short, very late hangout tonight. Hopefully, I don't know. See, Mr. Z, he's got to get up at 4 o'clock. He's on a special out-of-town crane job tomorrow, so he might be pretty shot up tomorrow night. I don't know. And it's gonna be pretty crispy tomorrow too. So we'll kind of play it by ear. If anybody has any idea or something, maybe we run up to Henry. I don't know. It depends how energetic. We might run up to Henderson or something like that tomorrow. We decided in December that we would like to start at the Boulder Hotel overnight there, and then go up to Tonopah overnight over there, and then go up and visit Goldfield, and then come back to Vegas, and I would hang out for a week down here. October, I have to try to help out with get more involved with the administrative aspects, because today I'm a little, I got kind of a heavy heart today, because I just saw how bad the books are, the finances and stuff, and it's a bit disheartening. Not everybody, preacher, minister, priest, or whatever, is a good money person. Ocean Blue $5.99. I don't know. I have a video coming up in Vegas. I haven't in Los Angeles. I haven't even put up yet. A Shortie. It's only about 2 minutes long, about the Blue Salt restaurant there. It had excellent $9 fish tacos. Oh, they were so good, with good sides. I think 4 of us ate for $50, including drinks, which was absolutely amazing in Redondo Beach. which is a pretty high dinero area. Maybe we'll drive down to the M. I don't know if there's anything to see down there. I'm not sure. I can see it. It's a long distance. I'm already like 10 miles south of downtown, and that looks like it's another 8 miles down the road down there. Yeah, so what do you do at the M, Deb? What's the M all about down there? Yeah, the Sphere's been looking good. Hey, that T-Mobile Arena looked good. That was really an impressive building last night. That was a darn good. Mostly locals, very nice casino and great rooms. That's cool. But wow, you're kind of like it's almost like the Green Valley Ranch. Like you can't walk out the door and there's like a lot of stuff to do, right? So not like down at Center Strip where we were last night. We're like, no matter which direction you go, you got like the Outback, you got the Denny's, you got Italy, you got Salt Bay with his exaggerated little cooking or whatever. You got all that stuff. Hell's Kitchen. So once you're like at the end, it's small. It's not so much to do around there. Yeah, I don't know. They got a live cam. With LEDs, James, I can't imagine it costs a super amount of money to run that thing, although I could be wrong with millions of LEDs. It probably still adds up to a considerable sum of money. I don't know. It was cool to ride by it and be relatively close to it. Oh, it's a very distinctive looking thing. L is for the way you look at me. Ooh, 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 ooh. Mm-mm. They turn it off because, oh, the hotels. Huh. Since when do they care about that? How about down on Fremont Street? You're right over top the live bands till like 2 a.m. And down at the Oasis, you can hear them until 4 o'clock in the morning. Boom, 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 boom. It's nice of them, though, to be so considerate. Probably they had to agree to do that as a condition of the building permit. Yes, Vicky, because Mr. Z, your love, has to get up at 4 a.m. tomorrow. Missy Jen's doing good. He has to get up at 4 a.m. tomorrow and schlep out of town. He's like being borrowed like a Hollywood star to make another movie. He's under contract at this place, but they're letting him to go to do this other job tomorrow. So, because not everybody can do it with the number of years of skill he has. So, L is for the way you look. Right now it's running $6,000 a month. And they're taking in about 1,300. Always use the hangers with, what is that? Use the hangers. To hold the drapes closed in hotels. I don't really mind a lot of light, doesn't really bother me too much. I guess some people are sensitive to that. How much of a difference? Oh, the electric bill Um, See, I have to factor air conditioning in because June, July, August, you're paying you're paying a lot of money to run the AC. So I have to kind of factor the lighting in on that. But I would think if you took air conditioning out of the equation, you're going to see is, let me just put it this way. There's LEDs are 80% more efficient than fluorescent bulbs. And each of the fixtures that I rewired, of which there were two, or put a new one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 fixtures, of which there were 4 bulbs running in each of those fixtures, 28 fluorescent tubes. You couldn't even touch the ballast, the little black boxes, because they're like 175, 180 degrees, right? Like you could almost start a fire with, and that's how inefficient they are. Then you go into the church, you have the 4 hanging chandeliers, which use seven incandescent or the crappy CFL bulbs. So there's 24 of them just in the chandeliers. Then you have another 25 around the perimeter of the ceiling. So you're probably going to see, just on the electric alone, probably like a 35-40% reduction. It's going to be a whopping huge impact, because the lights in the kitchen area and in the working area of the church are on all day long. There's always people coming in and out begging for food and coming by to get emergency groceries and stuff. Oh, you hate that small strip of light? That doesn't really bother me too. I don't know, James. I think if you're tooling around on a plane all the time, taking off at weird odd hours on delays, it's one of these, he didn't crap out with those filthy, yeah, put quite a lot of stress on that. It's just, you need a maintenance person that's on top of that stuff, that's thinking about that stuff all the time. And you can't do that when you're coordinating feeding and visiting people in hospitals and burying people. So I'm going to do another interview with, because he's going to take off on, he'll be in Omaha Thursday and Friday, so we'll try to do another interview with him tomorrow. Well, because those air conditioning units never really get a chance to dry out, right? That's a problem in a high humidity. No, they don't do that, Patricia. You have to be self-supporting. Hey, Catherine, how are you? How are you, sweetie? I hope you're feeling good, Catherine. I'm thinking about you. I know you've been through HELL. I'm tired of being on a ladder. Rosie ain't no spring chicken. Oh, wow, Catherine. Jeez. There's something wrong. swear I'd just get a pee bag and be done with it with all that hassle. Compression socks, no. I'm getting like a they call it a bunionette. You have a bunion which forms next to the big toe where it joins the foot. And then you have a bunionette where the little toe joins the foot. And I've got a bunionette on my left foot. After 10 days out, there's 30 days, then I will just run off the bridge. Wow. Yeah, it's a little painful. Even the old war horse from Baltimore. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, don't do that, Catherine. Amanda's like, Amanda always pulls the bacon out of the fire. It's like on the plus side. I love you, Amanda. You brighten my days, and when you're not around here, oh, do we notice it on the chat? Oh, do we notice it on the chat? I think I'm gonna pop one more beer here. Oh, my knees. We have tried everything else. Yeah, I'm just shocked. I'm appalled at the state of medicine that they just can't get this stuff squared away. It's depressing, and I'm not even going through it. I guess I'll try to take the half and half and butter and stuff with me. How much ice I got up here? Just like ice down a bag. I don't know. I hate to leave my stuff behind here. I didn't buy that much stuff. I'll probably finish the hot dogs. I bought a pack of dogs. The ballparks monkey boys like, oh, you got the pork and beef, yuck. I'm like, man, I gotta have my pork and beef, right? Sure, Les, I'm not gonna toss it, honey. That's like $5 butter, half and half. You need a small, I do need a small, I have one at the Rancho, but I didn't think, I contrive something together. Take one of the pea buckets from the church and just put a lid on it and make a little mini fridge. Yeah, I'd like to take that with me. Because I don't really take, I mean, I just drive straight on through like 9 hours or something, so. Go to McDonald's for senior coffee. Yeah, I don't know. The McDonald's are hard to get to here. Tomorrow is senior day at the over 55 at Cortez, so that's worth it. I can get a decent breakfast for $8. Okay? You want to be a part of that day. The other days, they can't even give you a decent bowl of oatmeal anymore. Oatmeal, man, you think you're asking for meat. It's like something out of a Charles Dickens Oliver Twist. Put butter in plastic bag. Yeah, I got some license. I'll tie it all together. You know how genius I am. I'll work something out. It's going to be a little crispy, so I'm going to be getting away early. Yeah, use the senior deals. Yeah, well, I'm using one tomorrow. It's the best thing going down. I'm expecting to go in the door. They go, we don't do that anymore. It shouldn't cross $10, Queen. I didn't mind it when it was a nice bowl. On account of it is, they got to make money. But I'm just thinking to myself, wow, then they brought out something like a little ramekin. Like, really? All right, is that what it's going to be now? So tomorrow you can get 2 eggs, two sausage, or 2 bacon, some toast and hash brown for $8. So you can't beat that in this town. There's no way. No way. Unless it's one of those goofy 2 a.m. in the morning deals. And they don't even have a lot of them anymore. No, this is not instant oatmeal. This is steel cut. This is the good stuff. This ain't no Quaker oatmeal. Go to Walmart, honey. I ain't going to. Don't worry about it, honey. I didn't worry about it too much this trip because I have the use of the facility here. So, and then when I come in October, it's cheap, and then in December, it's cheap. I got no problem. It was just prime time here. Yeah, I know I could, Patricia. Yeah, cheaper than a Starbucks coffee. Exactly, Hobotron. I don't do Starbucks. It's too hard to figure out. I mean, best Miller, Bishop's, Hillsborough, topping. What's that? Oh, best oatmeal ever. Bishop's Retreat and Hill top and that thing. Yeah, I'm pretty much of an oatmeal connoisseur. How much does a bottom surgery cost? I don't know. You'd have to ask somebody that had it done, Tommy. But I hope yours turns out well. Catherine. Oh, you're priceless. So we got to look forward to Cindy Russo wants me to come up to her place for dinner up there, so that can be pretty cool to see what her spread is like. And then we got the baseball game. A couple other things are coming up too, so it's going to be an exciting kickoff for fall. Yeah, I didn't know what it was. I thought somebody was dropping a deuce or something. I'm like, well, the door was open. There could be somebody hanging out in here tonight. I don't know. Maybe I better check the closet. Yeah, there's Cindy. I'm looking forward to that. But I don't want Cindy to go to a lot of, I mean, last she came down and she had a charcuterie. I just want her to have, just relax and have fun. Yeah, check under the beds. I think I will tonight. I mean, like I said, I put this safety latch on here. And it's like I came home today and I didn't even know I put it on and the door's open. And I'm like, right, I got my left up just in case. Protective stance, I'm coming in like Kojak into here. Did you say, yeah, it's a timeshare. Yeah, I don't think they clean during the week though. I mean, I don't have any, oh, that's cool. I don't have any. I don't have any kind of. I don't see any evidence that they came in at all, and that they did anything at all. I didn't see them doing anything around here. Sorry, Tommy, I missed your message, and I'm sorry it won't appear on the replay. Go check right now. Oh, it's okay. Hey, Denise, how are you? I love oatmeal. Starbucks, the only thing I can justify buying from there. Starbucks has oatmeal? I just get, what's it called? I didn't even see poor Tommy got bounced before his thing even went up. Seemed he said something about he needs a place. His mom's kicking him out of the basement, the Incels Incorporated. I like the Bob's Red Mill. Winner of the Golden Spurtle. I don't know. I didn't know Starbucks had oatmeal. And God knows what it costs, Catherine. You're over there. Oh, that's my guilty pleasure, Starbucks. Like Rosie, I didn't work all my life to, to deprive myself. $4 drive for. I can't believe that Starbucks is going to have an oatmeal, Denise, for $4. You can't even get a muffin at Starbucks for $4. L is for the way you look at me. Oh, your espresso is better. Ooh, do, 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 do. Do 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 do. Might not be still good. You know, I think I'll go. I think I'll go with you guys to breakfast one morning in Santa Rosa. We'll go over to Starbucks and we'll check it out. Maybe Denise will meet us over there. Maybe Denise will be like, Rosie, take my hand. I'm going to show you the ropes. And Denise, I'll come in male mode. Yes, Kaylee, we see you, honey. Yeah, it'd be nice to meet Denise. I only ever see Denise when she's at the grocery alley. Looking all foxy. Okay, Judy, thanks for coming by. I hope you're feeling better, honey. I know you've been through the mill. Starbucks was putting that fake sauce on my breakfast. What did she get? Some kind of fake joy juice? No, Queen. Oh, did James leave to call in? Oh my! Was putting that fake sausage. Man, are you telling me that there's a fake sausage? You mean like a vegetarian sausage? A vegetarian? Adam's okay. I don't know. Adam disappears sometimes for 2 weeks at a time. Good night, Kaylee. Sometimes we don't see Adam for weeks. Oh, the impossible meal. Okay. I don't know. I told him to go to Florida. They're looking for a lot of people and clean up crews, or he could go and they'll ship him over to Maui. Start working, cleaning up these hundreds of home sites. Working under a FEMA. FEMA is going to clean all that stuff up. It got vapors. Look at Catherine. I don't want that fake crap. I don't want that stinking fake crap. You better not cross swords with Catherine, I'm telling you. The meat vapors. That's funny. Oh, better spend Friday at VR. Wow. Well, I hope you're doing better, honey. Morningstar Patty. I've had some good vegetarian stuff. They're getting better. And I like the Impossible Whopper. That's pretty good. So when we get back to Santa Rosa, I'm going to be doing more of the things like hitting the Hop Monk Tavern and stuff. We're going to be doing more of that stuff too. There is now a dry dock on. Oh, okay. Good, something going on. Did they have any employees that know how to turn a wrench anymore? Everybody's talking about. I can't get people that know anything about. Sad. It's like I'm doing this work at the church, and these guys are like just mystified. How do you know how to do that? Or, well, did you guys do anything growing? No, man, we don't. I don't know. Hey, Randy, that's electrical. You can get killed up there. Like, well, you know. Right. It is sad, Denise. I don't know. I enjoy the Impossible Whopper because I know how hard it is to make a good vegetable thing. Let's do a post 2020 show. What's that? They did a good job on the Sherman O'Brien. Look around. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I like to try vegetarian food because I need to do stuff for the channel. I need to check the state of the art stuff. Like now, the Slice of Life in Sebastopol, it's under new ownership now. So I don't know what that means, but we should test out the menu. Oh, wow, look at Cheryl that's weighing in. More crap in that Impossible John. Wow. Good thing Diane C is not here to see that. Yeah, we love you, Judy. I got this bunionette. Help wanted sign there. I don't see any help wanted signs at all down here. And in Santa Rosa, they have disappeared. Love was made for you and me. YouTube videos and seeing you with live. Yeah, I don't know, Randy, because we didn't get done dinner till like 8:15. It's hard because Mr. Z. Sometimes he doesn't finish till like 5:30, and he's got to get home and get showered up and then take care of the cats and everything. So he doesn't like get down here till like 7:15, and it's not every night he's able to make it. So I don't know, Hobotron. I'd like to see how things have kind of progressed in the way of the state of the art when it comes to vegetarian. And some of it's quite good now. So I will often try a vegetarian burger because I need to test it for reviews and for the channel, right? So I told you guys going back there's going to be a lot more recorded content and stuff. I'm going to start up the Dollar Tree reviews. By now it's like 3 years later, so all the food is cycled through with new stuff now, so it's all good. Veggie burgers. You can make veggie burgers, by the way. You mentioned earlier you're leaving for Omaha. I may leave for Thursday, but I don't. I'm not really sure. When's Tara? Tara's coming in early November. Looking forward to that. My son told me tonight that his sleeping hours are, what is that? Are more normal than mine. I told him with age we regress. I don't know. Do 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 do. Sleeping Impossible are my favorite. Yeah, I thought the Impossible Burger tasted pretty good. I thought I saw the little fairy from Chicago in here. 5'1". You think for somebody that acts like such a thug, he'd be a big guy. Blackout product on their windows. What's that for? For the end of the world, you mean? Ed, I know I was talking about this earlier about the door being open. I know one story about the creepy person living in the cross. Man, I don't know. Y'all are really freaking me out now. I eat fried chicken with hamburger helper and cheese, man, and down the line many major. I don't know, P. Carver, but I was pretty impressed with the Impossible Burger. I ain't gonna lie, it ain't bad. It ain't bad. Let's make sure nobody's hiding out here. What the heck is in that? I don't even know what's in that. Why doesn't anybody ever need money in these places? Like they hit it big in the casino, but they forgot to take their money. Right? It's like I open a drawer, there's like $10,000. Taylor, how are you, sweetie? Good to see you. Look in the shower. I can see the shower right here. It's all clear. Isn't that weird? I'll show you. I had this. Now, luckily, there's an outer door, too. But this thing was like this. And I'm like, could I have really left like that? And somebody's like, oh, they might have cleaned the place. Nobody put any soap or anything. You know, there's no clean stuff here. Right? So that was pretty weird. I mean, the bed's not made. Nothing. If, no. Yeah, you have an outer door, so it's like a 2-door security system here, which is pretty nice. L is for the way you look at me. That was nice. We saw the Munchkin from Chicago tonight. Wonder how he's doing at the liquor store. How do you know I didn't make my bed? How do you know? I've tried to keep this place. I've tried to keep this place very clean. Yeah, Mr. Z left because he has to get up. Unlike the Chicago Munchkin, he has a real job. He just said the bed wasn't me. Yeah, I didn't make my bed. Busted. 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 See, I'm getting up at 6:30 in the morning because I have to do that to get showered up to get downtown by 7:45. So And man, do I hit the morning rush hour traffic. How does it look like daytime, Patricia W? You know, Patricia W, we're in the same time zone, right? I make my bed, and that's good. The best veggie burger is a mushroom burger now. Do you have a favorite? You should. They usually say that it's a sign of good mental health to have a bed made and right to keep your place nice. Oh, bye. Enjoy the rest of your day. Oh, shiitake, but I'm wondering which, like, I live near Sebastopol, California, which is like the real hippie place out there where Van Morrison and Mickey Hart and Grateful Dead and Janis Joplin, all these people hung out up there. And they really developed, I mean, the Slice of Life restaurant was 1974. All right, that was a long time. So they had a lot of years to perfect and work on vegetarian food. And now the rest of the world is kind of catching. Yeah, well, I hate Asbury, but Sebastopol was a place they'd like to come up to and hang out, right? So they know a lot of bad vegetarian food in Sebastopol, right? It's a real hippie place. Yeah, we don't have a veggie grill, but we do have a lot of mom and pop places that make your bed. Yeah, that's it. I think they always say that you should always, people can tell if you're chaos by just walking in your house. And I'm like, oh, wow. Like if Catherine came in my house, I'd be mortified, right? Right. Try a mushroom burger. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that. But see, the problem is, we'll go to a place like Diane and I went to a place called, and Missy Jen and I went, called the Plum Cafe. And the first time we went, the food was astounding. We go back like 6 months later, and it's just like a total collapse. Total collapse. So, for those of you who don't eat out very much and eat on the cheap side, it's really difficult to maintain. People don't stick around. Cooks come and cooks go. You know, they'll earn a paycheck and then they don't show up whatever. So your kitchen is like this, and it takes its toll. So when you get a place that's family run, then it's a different story. But even they close their doors. Literally, my wife has a massive salad bowl and a big. Well, Hobotron, I like the House of Curries there in Berkeley. Nations, good pies and stuff like that. But if you're in Berkeley, the world is your oyster. You can find any ethnic food, good and cheap. Korean, everything. I want to take you. I guess we should go to Oakland and then finish in Berkeley again, like we used to. Or down in Chinatown. But damn, it's dangerous. Look at Miu Schwan. He made a special point to come up and live stream the Tenderloin, and he got his ass kicked. He got his cameras taken. And this kid's like, what, 15, 16 or something? I'm like, man, don't throw your life away for live streaming in these hellholes. Ain't no cops gonna get you. Yeah, the House of Curries, their non-bread is to die for. I have so many live streams in Berkeley where I would just go hang out at a frat. Hey, come on up, And I miss living in Berkeley. Too many good. There's so many good places to eat in Berkeley. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. He was basically mugged by four. That's what I'm saying, Ronnie. But you cannot. It's no go. It's no bueno. It's a chance you take when you street stream, Patricia. Nobody's coming. There's no Royal Canadian Mounted Police gonna come get you. And I told him the Tenderloin is where I had the worst encounter. Ed Gutierrez, you ain't gonna be carrying heat into the. You really gonna kill somebody in the Tenderloin? They will kill you. So I've kind of told them, please don't live stream there. These people will just bust you up, and it's the big mouth women that are worst. Well, I have a license to carry, and I don't want to shoot anybody, you know. Police ain't gonna come down there. You're on your own, yo-yo, you're on your own. You don't want to be in that situation. It's not worth it. The attention's not worth it. The views aren't worth it. Right? And when you're doing street streaming like that, it's only a matter of time till something real bad. I mean, there was a period of time in Vegas, I was getting assaulted. I got assaulted one place. A guy grabs the camera, throws it over the fence. Then I got assaulted down on Fremont Street, right? That guy got instant karma, but the other guy got away. Right? Just came looming out of the dark. Thought I was recording him and his girlfriend who were fighting. Why would anyone put himself? Well, because I told you before, oh man, well, maybe not you, but there's something about live streaming in dangerous situations that's similar to what mountain climbers get. Or people that are stunt daredevils and stuff. We get a real high off of it. And there's nothing else in the world like it. When you survive something like that and you have that documented, it's such a rush. Like back alleys in Vegas and stuff. Now I can't even do the back alleys here anymore. There's people that are pitched up in tents there. They're gonna beat the hell out of you if you come through. They're literally gonna get up and just assault you, beat you, take everything you have. They're not gonna kill you. But Metro's not going to come and bail you out. So, you know, when you told me months ago, I'm going to come up to the Tenderloin, and I'm like, oh, woo, dude. I said, I've done hundreds and hundreds of street streams, and Tenderloin was like a world-class leap in danger. Yeah, he came in the other day and he was talking about it. And, you know, can you imagine if something happens to him? His mother would be so distraught. YouTube police. The real sad thing, a lot of times, they're not even going to monetize that, okay? Stuff that happens on the street is like you get the yellow coin. No green, no red, but just yellow. Unsuitable for all. 3 of the guys who were breaking into cars, oh wow. So you're not going to get full monetization anyway. Anything that says the streets or live streams, you know, the hood. So I'm you know, I've had a zillion people pushing me to get down to Oakland again, and it's like, I don't know. Every time I drive up, Like when I come home on Friday and I look over the side of the highway and I see like, whoa, this gets worse every time I come up. I don't know. International Boulevard, Fruitvale, ooh, 68th Street. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I mean, even years ago I had problems. I wouldn't shoot anyone. Then again, what's the point of my CTW? I don't know how to answer you. But even I, who will walk fearlessly, I've been in Watts and I've done live streams and stuff in Compton where Cab TV and his buddy won't even get out of the car. The point is, I'm pretty fearless on the street. But I know my limits, I know like the cop situation has changed now. They're not going to come, they're not going to bail you out. All right. You're on your own. And when people on the street realize that you're on your own and that the cops aren't coming, man, you're like a sitting duck. All right. It's like open season and you're like a wild coyote coming through on the streets. In public and girl mode or boy, definitely in girl mode. I don't blame him for getting out of the car. Yeah, it's okay, Cheryl. He didn't want to get out of the car in Acapulco, or it was fine. I don't demand people do. It's my own stupid thing. Definitely in male mode, it's much more dangerous. A lot of the guys will pretty much leave you alone when you're in female mode, but except for the women will tear you up. It's always the women that are confrontational. Always, always, always. I thought you would get treated with no. Guys kind of keep, they don't want to be cross-sex discussions or anything. It's always the women that'll light you up. The women are so belligerent these days and so big mouth and so physically scary and so entitled feeling on the streets. It serves only vegetarian. It might be a little bit. Yeah, I think Ukiah is pretty. I don't have anything against Ukiah. Buddhist monetary. Anything that you can use. Anything that you can have associated with a Buddhist monetary. Same with Hong Kong. It was going to have good food. You take the ferry boat to Lantau Island in Hong Kong from Central. You get a nice boat ride. You take the bus up to the temple, and then they feed you lunch for like a few shekels up there. Yeah, just stay home and watch you. Well, it's we've been in some tight, terrible situations before. I mean, when D-Dub was like, it got really bad in Salt Lake. I'm like, dude, this is Mormons, dude. What are they gonna do? Slap you around with a loaf of bread? Come on, man. What are you talking about? It's like, oh, you don't know this place over on West Temple where we stayed when the bus broke down on the way to Vegas. I'm like, D, I've gone in Compton, man. I've gone in Watts before. I've gone in Tenderloin and the freaking Skid Row in LA, right? Come on, dude. We get down there on, whoa, it's so bad. This chick is all up in my grill, and she was like, she came closest to getting Dr. Pepper, right? He's like, I told you so. I'm like, oh man, So I don't. Mew is a lot younger than I am, so I feel like I have to give warning that you don't want to be doing this stuff, dude. It's not the same world it was in 2014, 15, 16. It's no good. And continent, like there are bars on the, yeah, bars on the windows are pretty, my neighborhood's got bars on the window, but I'm just saying, yeah, they threw a bottle, smashed it over to have glass come down on me, but I expected that. But we're in a tenderloin, and within a 1 block area, a guy pulls a knife on another guy and assaults him with a milk jug with milk, and Mr. Z and I got the girl screaming across the street, snaps that phone from that white bitch. And it's just, well, I can't believe she still got her phone. I'm like, oh my God. We're not going to get out of here. And we had to go back, and I told Mr. Z, we have 2 sides of the street that we can walk up. We can cross over and go back across the other side of the street, or we can go back to the side we just came down. And both of them were the most terrible choices that we had to walk through hundreds of people, and it was like flip a coin, right? You're going to run the gauntlet right now. You're going to go by hundreds of people, and of those hundreds of people, 10 to 20% of them are going to shoot off their mouth. 5% of them are going to get up and start to be aggressive. 1% are going to confront you on the street there. And we're like 2 people against a whole family of street rats, right? We finally get to the garage where we parked, and that guy's a prick. So I don't want Mew Swan at his young age to be incapacitated, crippled for life, or knifed or something. Right? I mean, I know he's like the adrenaline rush of being on the street, but boy, there comes a point where it's too violent in society. Yeah, you don't have that where you live. I mean, it's just drugs just turn people into animals. Because like me, he gets a rush out of, being in dangerous neighborhoods and live streaming. It's a rush. It's like mountain climbing with free climbing or something. It's the same kind of deal. Being a wingsuit flyer or something, right? You're probably going to die eventually. The Tenderloin is scarier than Skid Row. Yeah, he's way too young for that. He's too smart. He's a super intelligent kid. Super high IQ. But he gets a rush out of, and I know. I know the thrill. I know the absolute thrill of looking down an alley and seeing 8 or 9 figures down there looming in the dark, and you've got to go down that street. And it'll probably end up well, but there's that voice in the back of your head that says, this could be your last back alley. And then you throw a little heat in and uncomfortable weather, and yeah, James, in theory that's correct. But when you're kind of a streaming action junkie, it's a different thing. Well, one man's pick is another man's poison, so it's just, you don't know what motivates people. But I highly discourage him from doing that these days. Yeah, I am, Jamie. I don't do too much anymore. I've got a ton of requests to go down to Oakland and redo my famous 2016. I walked 138 blocks of International Boulevard from Lake Merritt all the way to San Leandro there. And there was some pretty wild stuff, but there was also some nice people. Nice guy invited me to have an IPA beer with him. I mean, there was some amazingly good stuff too. But there was some horrendous. I got caught up in a Cambodian gang thing in the back alley and pinched between some guy had like a '66 Chevy Caprice, pinched me against the wall of the garage in the back alley in his car, and it was like, whoa. Fruitvale and Mr. Z's in Las Vegas. Wednesday by the library. I mean, I used to know some of the people in Oakland. There was that Armenian guy that the meteor came down. Can't remember his name. People built their shacks. I mean, it was relatively safe. Walker St. Bernard. Then you got to feed it, right? It's like we did the job. Now what's for eats? Now you gotta feed me. I protected you. The ball lightning act. Yeah, I mean, there's some of us get thrills in different ways, and we like that thrill of danger on the street. If we could potentially get beaten or remember. Yeah, remember the Armenian guy, Bluebird? Was his name Pete or something? And oh, I wish I'd bought that thing. He said he stepped out of his van in the back alley, and all of a sudden, this thing came down out of the sky like a fireball, and it was smoking in the ground, and he pulls it up, and it's like a meteor. Right? And I'm like, I wanted to buy it, but I didn't get there first. I don't know. It never panned out. Yeah, $20. I mean, you make me sound cheap, right? I think it started getting up to $50, and I'm like, I don't even know if this thing's a real deal. This guy might sell me a rock, right? And we went down and saw the shipwreck where those kids died in the illegal nightclub fire. I don't know how many died in that mess. That was heartbreaking. So it was really terrible. It had its ups and downs. It had its glorious moments, and it had its petrifying moments. I have the California mentality, and now live in Idaho. Well, that'll serve you well, Ed. It's better to have a hood mentality in a rural area than a rural mentality in a hood area. People know when you're a pigeon. ATF. People know when you're a penguin walking around. Yeah, you have to be chill sometimes. You just have to be low key. I miss handsome Robert. Wonder how he's doing. I think he kind of backed out. I think he wanted to have a relationship, but it wasn't going to happen. Yeah, the building was a death trap. It was awful. We went down. We saw the memorial a couple times. It was heartbreaking. All those faces and names on those little hearts hanging on a weird looking tree thing. I don't know. Yeah, he was great, handsome Robert. I think he was looking for a relationship and not just hanging out. So I think that kind of killed that. I hope he's doing okay. Hope his mom made it through the pandemic. Finally hung on he finally put up a good curtain rod, didn't he? Yeah, I think I'm going to close it out too. Nino, it's been I know it's a short stream tonight. We only did about 2 hours or so. I'm sorry, guys, we get a late start down here in Vegas because I'm sort of at the behest of Mr. Z. I would like to try to have something fun for tomorrow night. We'll see what time, we'll see what kind of shape he comes out tomorrow. So more content to come. I worked my way into the main church today. Butterfingers Incorporated in there. So to my moderators, thank you for everything you do. Catherine, I do hope you feel better, honey. This is really, really ridiculous. Good night, Kristen. And for my moderators, thank you for everything you do. Cheryl, Ronnie, I appreciate that. Amanda, good to see you. I hope you're continuing to recover well. And you too. So everybody, Desert Deb, everybody else. So do take care. Stay safe. Love you guys.